So the crypto gaming world is wildly unregulated, right? It's very rare to see a crypto casino or dice game or whatever regulated in terms of having a license. And that's obviously problematic because in any jurisdiction, you obviously need some type of license, especially in the US and EU. And regulators are pretty vigilant as it relates to gaming licenses, in so much that they're trying to protect the legalized gaming that they already have in those jurisdictions, and you pay a lot of money for those licenses. And there's different routes to go if you're going to get a gaming license. And this doesn't just apply to crypto-based gaming. It applies to really any gaming. And you've got a series of locales in the EU, Jersey, Guernsey, Malta, Gibraltar, that offer various levels of offshore gaming licensure. And then you have various Caribbean locales like Curacao that have similar statutes on the books where you can create an offshore gaming. But the low-hanging fruit in all of it is Costa Rica. And it's a misnomer to say that Costa Rica has a gaming license, because they don't have a gaming license. What they have is a data processing license, which allows you to operate an offshore casino. And at its height, Costa Rica had 300 plus different gaming operations domiciled in Costa Rica, mostly catering to US residents. And that number's decreased in large part because the US has since made it illegal for US residents to do financial transactions with offshore, unregulated in the US casinos. So, the question becomes, how important is the U.S. for you? And with gaming opening up in the U.S., with many states coming online, such as Illinois, Indiana, Delaware, New Jersey, where you can get a license, is it worth it to pursue those licenses versus an offshore license? But you're going to find that the licenses in the U.S. are extremely expensive and hard to get, right? So you have the issue of, I want to operate in the rest of the world, ideally excluding the U.S., where do I go? And that answer is clearly Costa Rica. If you're going to do it in terms of quickness and in terms of, lack of capital outlay, the data processing license in Costa Rica is the way to go. There's no capital requirements. Costa Rica requires that you have a Costa Rican company, which are fairly easy and inexpensive to set up. There's no corporate tax or tax on offshore profits in Costa Rica. The one big requirement is that you host a server in Costa Rica, which there's plenty of operations, which I can provide you with references to, that serve the gaming community. But the big caveat is that, especially if you are in fact a U.S. citizen or resident, that you can't cater to the U.S., right? It's decidedly still illegal in the U.S. and is going to remain illegal in the U.S. for an offshore casino to cater to U.S. residents. But as far as the ease of setup and startup, especially for crypto related gaming, because crypto related gaming tends not to be as comprehensive in my experience as fiat related gaming, where you've got a slew of table games, you've got a slew of this. It tends not to be that. You tend to have localized games that are crypto specific, especially like bit dice and things like that. And so the investment into like a Guernsey or a Malta or a Jersey may not make sense, right? It may not make sense initially, right? While those licenses are very important and carry with it a far greater amount of, let's say, confidence by gamers, by users, players, it's just maybe not financially worth the juice, isn't worth the squeeze, so to speak, right? So the low-hanging fruit, obviously Costa Rica data processing license. There is no gaming license. If you see that online, that somebody doesn't know what they're talking about. But for your startup casino or crypto casino, it's definitely the way to go. There's no requirements to physically be present in Costa Rica. Obviously, you'll need the server, you'll need a registered agent type, right, and a representative of the company, but those can be acquired very inexpensively. And as far as like operations goes, having done a lot in Costa Rica, you'll find that it's a great nation, high quality workforce, English speaking, dual English speaking, and very easy to do business in, and very favorable to do business in. So if you have questions regarding the Costa Rica gaming license or data processing license, definitely hit me up. Adam at AdamTracy, TRACY.io. Happy to answer any questions for you, give referrals on who to go to, how to start these things up, including myself, and definitely able to assist in any way possible. So I will check you later.